What's up, guys? So I've been playing this game a lot. I've been doing a lot of racing, been working on my Versus series, which is literally making me push myself to the limit, really tune the cars, figure out what parts work, the live tuning settings, and really getting things down to a science. And I've had a lot of cars beat my time with the RSR. But to be fair, I haven't used the RSR in a while now. Since like I first beat the game, and I never went back and really messed with the settings too much. I saw a lot of videos saying like leave traction control on, blah blah blah, it's better, you get better acceleration. So if you saw my MX-5 2015 Miata video, it was destroying everything by a long shot. So I figured out if you turn the traction control off when you're going through corners, instead of like e-braking, just like tapping it just to get the slide going, you can legit, not for all cars, but most cars, you can just let off and get back on the throttle and you'll just slide right on through. Each car is different, of course. So after like going through, I'm like, man, all right, I gotta go back to the RSR. I gotta revisit it. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what my setup is, and I'm gonna show you a race, which at the time, I've been grinding Intimidator all day, okay? Working on my Versus series. I'm doing the S2K versus the NSX. So where is it at? My NSX, the best time I get was 252.13. S2K got a 251.13. I changed the settings to traction control off best, and then I got the S2K down to a 2-minute 50-second 0.2. Okay, my MX-5 did it in a 247.96. That's 2.5 seconds faster. So I went back and did it in the RSR because, you know, everybody says the RSR is OP. It's OP. It's still OP. I was hoping that it wasn't going to get the fast time it did. It got a time of 2:39.45. 8.5 seconds faster than my MX-5. And I definitely could have made some improvements to some of the corners. So I'm going to show you guys what I have. All right, we have 3.6 liter flat 6. Alright, I don't know if there's a better engine for it. No. That's it. Okay, I have all Ultimate Plus, right? I've got the dual turbo on it. Super track suspension. Alright. I've got race tires on. Of course, the max clutch. I have a 6-speed gearbox. And I have the track differential, which puts us full race and road. Okay, now let me go out and show you my live tuning settings, because this is where I guess everything comes, like, this is how you fine tune everything. And I've kind of found like a sweet spot for most cars. I feel pretty good with this setup on the RSR right now. I went back, everything was beating this car on Stardust. This car took its spot back on Stardust. What did I get on Stardust? I got a 144.06. Previously, the RSR did a 148. So I improved by 4.5 seconds, 4.4 seconds. And I definitely could have made some improvements. It's tough when you're going that fast on a tiny course. My Miata is still right behind it with a 146, but let me show you guys my live tuning settings. So my live tuning settings, steering sensitivity is high, downforce 2 clicks from being on the low side, and traction control is off. That's my optimal setting for that. Before with the traction control on, you couldn't really get the car to, like, see how it kind of it goes like that. You would have to handbrake it, and you would lose some speed, obviously. Now you just let off the gas and get back on, and it automatically slides. Like, ready? I'll do it right here. Let off, back on. It kicks it out just enough that you don't have to slow down. You don't have to hit the e-brake. You don't have to hit the regular brake. You can just power through. So once I figured out this method, like, watch, bam. Look how fast that is. Once I figured out that method, RSR is back on top. I hate to say it because some of these cars are so solid and they're so quick. And if you're going against like inexperienced players or players that just like play casually, you're gonna destroy them no matter what. Even if they have the RSR, you're gonna destroy them. I'm gonna show you the Intimidator race, just how fast this thing actually is. It completely destroyed. Man, I had such a perfect run with my 2015 MX-5. Such a good run. And it completely blew away the S2K and the NSX. And I went back with the S2K and changed the track. I took the track control off and I was trying the settings. It doesn't grip like that MX-5 does. So besides the RSR, which I guess we won't count because it's just dumb fast. Like it's stupid fast. Besides that, my MX-5 right now is destroying everything else, and my S2K was on top for a while. I made a video like S2K is the RSR killer. Well, now that I have these settings, now that I've kind of fine-tuned everything, now RSR is on top. But we're gonna do the Intimidator, and I'm gonna show you just how quick this thing is. Mind you, 8.5 seconds faster than my MX-5. Alright, so I pre-recorded this race. I was doing it for my Versus series. Alright, this RSR is just so quick. I was hoping that, it wasn't going to beat anything, but when people say that this thing is the quickest and it's broken, it really is. Now, I have yet to go back with the Evo and see if the Evo is still the RSR killer like it's claimed, since I've gotten way better at the game and I've like really learned some of these courses in and out and how these cars handle. I feel like I can definitely improve on the Evo times, just like I improved on the RSR times, like immensely. I feel like when I'm doing all these like Versus series and stuff, I don't think anything's gonna touch the RSR. Nothing's gonna come close. Like no matter what I do, like it keeps 100. What, dropped to 135, 136 in that corner? Like that's just insane. I ran this course all day long. I was filming with the S2K and the NSX, and then I went back and I changed some settings. I probably raced this course for like 4 or 5 hours today, and I kept going back and forth. And then I just built the MX-5 and like I was like, wow, this is super quick. And then like, you know what? Let me redo the RSR. Let me dial it in. Let me show my settings, because I kept watching videos and like how it's like just sliding out just enough to get around the corners without like handbraking or like losing speed. I couldn't figure out how to get that going, and for the longest time I've been like right there. I could have improved. I could have improved the time even more, but whatever. It was still a good run. I've been leaving traction control on because you get some better cornering, but I realized when you get it to slide out the rear just a little bit, you get way better times because you're not e-braking through the corners or slowing down. You just let it slide out and go right through it, like right there. 172 through that corner. Nothing else even comes close, no matter how quick. With the same setups and the same just letting off the throttle, like nothing else even gets close to that. I think it was like 130s, 140s. It's just so quick. Like, what are we even doing that? Freaking 239.45. NSX did a 250.213. S2K did it after I went back and improved 250.20. That's 11-second difference. And the MX-5 did a 247.96. The MX-5 is the closest, but that's still 8.5 seconds off. This thing is it's just nuts, man. So I wanted to like revisit, show my settings, like what my best like dialed in settings are, how the car is set up, show you guys an example. I've definitely improved, like I said. I've got the RSR to be super quick. I can still definitely improve. I've been like pushing myself and really trying to nail in some times. But now when I make cars, I'm definitely leaving traction control off so I can get that little slide. Yeah, so revisiting the RSR, it's still on top. I really want to find something that's gonna knock it off its throne. I really do. But I guess when I'm doing these versus series, I'm just gonna kind of, I'll pit something against it again, whatever. Like when I do all the cars finally, and I find whatever the second fastest car is under the RSR, I'll pit it against it. But I think we're gonna, like, as far as the fastest goes, we're just gonna leave the RSR out because it's just, dude, 8 seconds on what I thought was gonna be the fastest car I had. Anyway, guys, that's that. If you like that video, subscribe. We got plenty more coming. Yeah. See you on the next one.